Hello my lovelies and welcome to another video. Finally back home. I say finally like I had such a bad time not being at home, which of course is not the case, but I honestly just really love being here, and I guess it's the fact that I really feel here like I'm at home. I feel very comfortable here, very happy. So yeah, I'm happy to be back also in my filming routine, which hopefully you guys will enjoy as well. I have so much prepared for you this year and I'm so excited to do all the videos, to bring like all of them to life. So starting with my favorite handbags of 2020, the bags that I have worn the most, not just the favorites like, oh, this bag is so pretty, because then, for example, I would include my Christmas gift as one of my favorite bags of 2020 because I think it's freaking insanely amazing. But I'm going to show you my most worn handbags, the ones that I really recommend you to buy. In case you're wondering, in case you're thinking about these bags, I have also written a whole blog post on theglamandglitter.com about them because I think they deserve a bit of written space as well. They're really amazing, and I have purchased all of them except from one with my money, but the one that I was gifted, I think perhaps I actually worn the most. You have witnessed that, so you will know what I'm talking about. I will talk about everything super truthfully, no bias, no nothing, very honest opinions about all of these bags. In case you love handbags like I do, and handbags are really like my favorite, and jewelry, but then make sure to subscribe to this channel because I like to talk about handbags a lot, and I would say they are the kind of like a main passion of mine when it comes to fashion. I even dedicated a whole bag section on the blog. If you ask me, there were two parts of 2020. There was that part from January to March, which didn't know about COVID. I was doing my fashion weeks, I was running around, working, everything. Like life was normal. So first 2 months of the year, life was normal. I don't know, like obviously that escalated. And then the second part I would say would be the summer and December, because that's when I actually went out a lot. March, April, May, I did not leave house. I could probably count how many times I left my house in those 3 months on fingers of one hand. Zero actually. Yeah. I would be in my garden, but I never left my house because I explained before, we had someone in my house who was shielding, so I was trying to be super careful, and that was it. I think for the first 2 months of the year, the bag that I was happiest with and that I worn on every single occasion that I could would be my Bottega chain pouch. This is the Bottega Veneta pouch chain pouch, one of the two, and I really love this bag because even though there are quite a few other black bags in my favorites of 2020, which is surprising for me, I never used to be a black bag kind of girl up until now, things change. This bag is just a very special piece in my wardrobe because it always added a little bit of extra fashion touch. Like it's really special. It fits quite a nice amount, so it would fit my vlogging camera, my phone, my wallet, and a bit of makeup, which I think is enough. And it's just a really pretty bag, to the point where I even looked at the white one in December last year, but then I said like, okay, it's enough with Bottega. When it comes to handbags, I could give you my whole opinion also on handbags that I think you should not buy, and I can do a video about that. Let me know if you would like to see that. I think this one is really beautiful because it adds a little bit extra even on a simple black dress when you put this on, because the chain is almost like a piece of jewelry. It's quite cute, and it's really cool bag. So I really like it, and I've worn it a lot. One bag that I've had for, I believe, 3 years, 2 or 3 years at least. I bought it during Vlogmas, but it was not last Vlogmas, it was the Vlogmas before or the one before, I cannot remember, and I bought it in New York. So I bought something else that I thought looked so beautiful. Yay! It's coming home with me now. It's from Chanel, and Chanel prices were already worldwide universal, so there was no increase when I was buying in New York. Is the Chanel Coco handle. This one is in white, kind of like crunched chevron imprint, as you can see, with the white kind of leather that almost looks like it's kind of squeezed a little bit. I love it so much, with golden, yellow gold hardware. Inside this bag has 2 compartments, and the middle one where you can put like cards or something like that. And at the back it has a zippy pocket which contains nothing. I love this bag. I wore this bag a billion times. When I came to Paris, I came with this bag, and this was the bag that I wore every single time for about 3 weeks, every single day. I really think she's amazing. I love the top handle because you can carry her like this, or you can do crossbody if you feel a little bit unsafe, you know, or whatever. Or you can wear it on a shoulder, or you can remove the shoulder strap. But it was a super spontaneous purchase. I walked in Chanel, wasn't gonna buy anything. I saw this bag and I loved it because it's chevron. So for me, the chevron is so much prettier than the normal kilted cocoa handle. Not saying that the other one is not pretty, just saying that I really loved the chevron one, and they're a little bit more rare. So when I saw it, I knew I had to buy it. And there's no gene transfer, like nothing. During 2 years of wearing it so much, this bag is amazing. I strongly recommend it. It fits perfect amount of stuff, and I think it's one of the best purchases of all times. And the fact that I've had it for over 2 years and I still love it like the first day I bought it is telling me a lot. You know, for me, I buy handbags because I love the history behind them, the way they are made. There's like story behind it, the way they like, you know, came from an idea to the market. All of that for me, when I hold it in my hand, becomes reality. It's like, it's a piece of magic in my hands. And as someone that now works in fashion industry, but always dreamed about fashion, as someone who comes from like a completely different background, my parents are pharmacists, and there was never like, fashion was never part of our everyday life as in, as a work or as a job. So for me to have like this piece of art in my hands, like to look at the, you know, details on the hardware, like this or this, to see this like leather, the stitching, all of this for me is so special and a reason to feel even more in love with the brand. I don't know, it's a bit of a personal issue, I suppose. Next bag that I'm going to show you was the one that was gifted to me. It was gifted to me sort of around June, I believe, and it's the Bobby bag. Now, when I first saw this bag at the runway, I remember thinking like, it's cute, but you know, it's a bag that I probably wouldn't really wear much. It reminded me a little bit of Coachella vibes, because I don't know. Also, I saw the smaller version, so I was like, okay, cute, but you know. And then I received this bag as a gift from Dior, and I thought, wow, it's very pretty actually, because I styled it and I saw like the way it sits on my body, and I was like, wow, it's a pretty bag. But I had no idea how much I would wear this bag. And I think this is the bag that I worn the most during 2020. I really gave it my all. At the back, it has one like slidey pocket. It says 30 Montagne at the back, as you can see. This is the pocket that I never used. I don't know. But the bag itself, has a lot of receipts. It just has a tiny card pocket at the back. I don't know if you can see it, it's there. This fits everything: my vlogging camera, my phone, my cards, my masks, bunch of receipts, as we can see. And I just really love it. Now you can change the straps of this bag, as of all the Dior bags pretty much, and you can put like a more kind of fun, like thick one to make it a little bit more maybe casual, or you know, everyday perfection. For me, this bag is everyday perfection, and I love that it comes in like gray, in this light blue, in the caramel, in white. It comes in all of these beautiful neutral colors. If I would have to put 10 favorite items in all categories of 2020, this bag would be in there, because that's how much I loved it. When it comes to the next bag, it's not a surprise, for me at least, that this was my most worn bag. So when I first got my first ever Hermes bag, it was a Constance, and I've worn it. I remember at one point I was sitting in a restaurant and I ran into the same people that I was seeing that whole summer, like all the time. And I remember thinking, oh my God, I'm wearing my Constance again. These people gonna think like this girl only wears one bag, like literally every single day. But also at the same time, I'm a person that I'm not ashamed to wear the same thing over and over again, like a same dress or a same bag or same shoes, because if I really love something, I like to wear it again. And if I invest my money in it, I like to wear it again. And I think we should be proud of that. The only time when I think is kind of like whatever is when you always style it this exact same way. I think with the same pieces, you should always get a little bit creative. You should try and always style the same pieces differently so that they always feel like they're new. to you, you know? This is the Hermes Constance 18 in a top with palladium hardware, as you can see, and this is in Tadalak leather, which is quite sensitive. If I compare it to my other one, which is in Epsom, it's very, very different. I have 3 Constance bags. That's how much I love Constances. And the third one is doubly in violet clay, beautiful. So they have 2 compartments, the back and the front slide pocket, as you can see here. For me, this bag is such a beautiful color, because this sort of like a brownish gray is a perfect color for everything. So I would wear this with a white dress and like white sneakers, or with like jeans and a t-shirt, with anything, really, really anything. Even when I travel and I have like a big travel bag, I would have like a Constance on the side, because it's such a perfection of a bag. I brought it with me to Amalfi Coast, traveled with me to Santorini. I just think this color combination is also a little bit more casual. I believe with golden hardware it's so stunning, maybe even more beautiful, but a little bit more dressier. Because of the palladium hardware, I think it's super wearable, and honestly, it was one of the best purchases. I remember when the Hermes sales associate like took it out of the box, I was like, nah, I loved it. It's super also, it could be also super rock and roll, which sometimes is hard with Hermes bags, you know, they tend to be a little bit more classic looking. Talking about another Hermes bag that I thought was handbag of the year, I have to have the mini Cali included, even though I haven't worn it that much, just because when you think about it, this is a little bit more of an evening bag for me. Maybe it's not an evening bag always. You can of course wear it even like with jeans and a t-shirt, crossbody, super cool. But this bag fits nothing. So for me, it's super impractical. It fits an iPhone and the cards, but you cannot have anything, like you cannot have a camera, you have to carry it in your hands. And for me, I do vlog a lot, so I like to have a bag that fits my vlogging camera. Sue me. But actually, this was a dream. For me, this was always a dream. And I was so happy when I got this bag. I knew this was the one. I definitely love a mini Cali. Inside it has a back pocket, smooth leather. Outside it's an Epsom Cali Cellier, as you can see, of course, mini. A lot of people ask me where's the clochette. The mini Cali does not come with the clochette, so this is what it is, okay? And this bag was the least worn of the bags that I will show you here, but it's a bag that gave me the most excitement when I got it, because I've been wanting it for so long. So it kind of marked the year of bags, of 2020 bags, quite especially for me. It's one of the 4 black bags here, which is a lot of black bags for me. It's probably the old black bags that I own. Maybe not, but you know what I mean. And I already know what other mini Calis I would want to have in life. Like I always have, you know, my wish list planned. Next one, I've only had for around 2 months. I've done a whole Chanel unboxing on the channel. So if you want to see that video, I believe there will be somewhere here a suggestion to watch it, because I also got another Chanel bag at the same time. And I don't think this bag will be everybody's favorite, but it certainly is mine. And this is the Chanel XXL flap. Honestly, this bag for me, was there a day in December that I haven't worn this bag? I think I've so overworn it that I worn it. So I've had it only for 2 months, but I think I've worn it more than 30 times, which I have a lot of handbags. Even here in Paris, I brought a lot of handbags with me. So I think that's a lot of times to wear just one in a row. Now, what I love about it is the cool feel. You know, it's quite slouchy, so it's not like a structured bag. It's very cool and casual. It has the gunmetal hardware, which makes it, I think, a little bit more cooler. It has this amazing back pocket, which for me is brilliant, because I usually put my phone there, sometimes cards and my mask, and then I don't even have to open the bag. But the reason why I love it is because I can put my laptop, I can put obviously the camera and all the other equipment. Let's see what's in there right now, because I worn it yesterday. Oh, it's the tiny biggest and the smallest. The smallest one is not the best purchase of 2020, like in terms of handbags, because it only fits one thing. But it actually is really so freaking cute, and I wear it and I bring it with me every single day. I would never get rid of it. I love it so much so that I would even get some other colors from Chanel Spring Summer collection, but that you will probably see in the next video or the one after that, because I am going to tell you all about the Chanel Spring Summer collection, the Brazil inspired one, and I will tell you my opinions, what I think you should get and what I think you should maybe avoid. So when it comes to this handbag, I thought that this was just, look how cute they are, like a mama and a baby. You can even wear it like this actually. But I think this handbag for me is an absolute dream. If the world was back to normal, this would be my absolute everyday bag, because I would put my laptop, my earphones, my work papers, my agenda, and I would go to a cafe and work. Sadly, that's not the case, but I still wear this bag every single day. So for me, it's just amazing. Inside, it's structured very easily, so there's not really much hustle. There's a back pocket which can be zipped, then a back pocket which is not a zippy one, and then there is this thing that Chanel always has, you know, like inside that you can attach your keys, so you never actually search for them. We came to the last bag. Which one do you think it is? Oh, you can see it. That's cheating. Or maybe you already read the blog post. That's also cheating. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present you an Hermes Birkin 25 in a 10. I mean, we had a Cali, we had a Constance, we need to have a Birkin. This bag is with golden hardware. Wow, so look at this. We have the yellow hardware, the rose gold hardware, and we have the palladium in my favorites. And I think that the rose gold hardware is so beautiful. This bag, it fits an amazing stuff in here, which you will judge because I still haven't unpacked it. There's a mask, there's the clochette, gloves, some money, €2, and this lipstick, which is Chanel Rouge Allure Infusion in Beige Naturel, is one of my favorite lipsticks. This handbag has a front slide pocket, a back zippy pocket, which there's nothing in. I never really use it. I never even use the front slide pocket on Birkins because it can leave the kind of like a mark on the bag if you put something sharp in there. This color is so perfect for me for when I want to be casual. In general, I noticed that Birkin 25s are what I tend to wear the most when it comes to Hermes bags, together like with Kellys and Birkins. And truth be told, they're quite annoying if you want to wear them like this, you know. I still fit it, like my hand still fits through the handles, but sometimes I'm like, like talking to a person and I'm like, yes, that's really funny, and I cannot get my hand out of my handles on the bag to open it. But other than that, I love this size, which is why I think I will love my Hermes Cali 25. It's the first one that I ever got, but it has like a nice shoulder strap, so you don't have to bother with the handles. Other than that, I really love carrying a Hermes 25 like this because I think it's a cooler vibe to carry a handbag anyway. So I could wear this with like baggy jeans, with a hoodie, a coat, and carry this like this, and chunky sneakers like my Off-White Air Jordans. And this, and it would look cool, but not too dressy, you know, not too street that it gets like, I hate using the word tacky, but we all think it, right? It really is a bag that, you know, you can always bring with you and have it as a special piece in the collection. And for me, that's what it is. I remember when I got it, I put it in the wardrobe, and every time I would like open a wardrobe, it made me so happy to see it there, my Hermes collection coming together. So right now I have 10 Hermes handbags. This is what my collection looks like right now, and the red 35 Birkin, which is here. Ta-da! And if you would like to see a video about my Hermes collection, you can watch that one as well. I've spoken about every single one, how I got it, what was the process, was it difficult, was it not difficult, how much I was waiting for it, etc. I think that, you know, each and every one of them has like a super special place in the collection. They're very different. I love the craftsmanship of these bags, the smell of leather, the, you know, the inside, like every single detail is so carefully like put together, you know, the where it says Hermes Paris, made in France, like stamping is like so perfect. Everything on this bag, or on Hermes bags in general, is just so special. So for me, they are a piece of art, and as someone who loves Hermes so much, you know, they make me feel very grateful and very happy to have them in my collection. So that's it with my favorite handbags of 2020, the most worn handbags of 2020. Which one was your favorite, and which handbag was your most worn handbag of 2020? Let me know. I'm very much looking forward to this year. I'll be back with more bag videos, more ideas, and more stuff, chatty things, because you guys know, we all know how much I love to talk. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.